Imagine creating a cinematic masterpiece without a Hollywood budget. Sounds impossible, right? Well, brace yourselves because we're about to dive into the world of micro-budget filmmaking, a realm where creativity and innovation reign supreme. In this fascinating sphere of the film industry, resourcefulness isn't just a nice to have, it's the lifeblood of every successful project. Here, filmmakers are not just artists, they are alchemists, turning the most basic resources into pure cinematic gold. They are a testament to the fact that sometimes less really is more. You see, when you're stripped of the luxury of a generous budget, you're forced to think outside the box, to push boundaries, to make every penny count. And the films we've just showcased are a testament to this. They were all made on a micro-budget, proving that creativity isn't limited by financial constraints. So, what exactly is micro-budget filmmaking? Let's dive into it. Micro-budget filmmaking is an approach to creating cinema that's less about grand sets, high-end equipment, and star-studded casts, and more about ingenious storytelling on a shoestring. It's about embracing limitations, turning them into opportunities, and crafting compelling narratives with the resources at hand. The term micro-budget doesn't have a fixed definition in the industry. It can range from a few $1,000s to, at times, just shy of $1 million. However, the common thread is that these budgets are significantly lower than mainstream cinema, often funded by the filmmakers themselves, or through small grants and crowdfunding. Now, with such limited resources, you might be wondering, what kind of challenges do these filmmakers face? Well, plenty. There's the challenge of hiring a small crew that can wear multiple hats. There's the difficulty of finding locations that are affordable yet visually striking. There's the task of working with non-professional actors or convincing professional ones to work for less. And then there's the Herculean effort of making every dollar count, stretching every cent to its maximum potential. But here's the thing, these constraints, they aren't just roadblocks, they're catalysts for creativity. When you can't afford to blow up a car for that climactic action scene, you find other ways to create tension. When you can't rent a fancy set, you learn to use natural light and real locations to your advantage. When you don't have a horde of extras for that crowd scene, you get innovative with camera angles and editing. And the importance of this approach in the industry, it's monumental. Micro-budget filmmaking democratizes the art of cinema, making it accessible to anyone with a story to tell. It challenges the notion that good films need big budgets. It pushes boundaries, defies norms, and proves that compelling storytelling is about creativity, not cash. Micro-budget filmmaking, then, is a testament to creativity, resourcefulness, and the sheer drive to tell a story. Overcoming limitations is often a catalyst for some of the most innovative filmmaking. This statement rings especially true in the realm of micro-budget filmmaking. When resources are scarce and every penny counts, filmmakers have to tap into their deepest wells of creativity and resourcefulness to bring their visions to life. One of the first and most crucial steps in this process is crafting a strong script. A compelling narrative doesn't require a hefty budget, but it does demand time, effort, and a lot of brainstorming. It's about creating rich, complex characters and engaging storylines that can captivate audiences without the need for flashy special effects or exotic locations. Next, innovative storytelling comes into play. This could mean using unconventional narrative structures, playing with time and space, or finding new ways to tell old stories. It's about making the audience forget about the lack of high-budget gloss through the sheer power of your storytelling. Creative problem-solving is another essential aspect. Got a night scene but can't afford professional lighting equipment? Why not use the headlights of a car or the soft glow of street lamps? Need a crowd but only have a handful of extras? Clever camera angles and editing can create the illusion of a bustling crowd. The key lies in viewing each challenge as an opportunity to think outside the box and come up with unique solutions. So you see, creativity and resourcefulness are not just desirable traits in micro-budget filmmaking, they are absolute necessities. They are the magic ingredients that can transform a modest budget into a cinematic masterpiece. In this world of filmmaking, the size of your budget does not dictate the scale of your vision. It's all about how you use what you have to create something truly special. It's about making each line of your script, each frame of your film, each note of your soundtrack count. In the world of micro-budget filmmaking, the only limit truly is your imagination. Now let's delve into some real-life examples of successful micro-budget films. Imagine crafting a tale so captivating, so engrossing that it transports the audience to a new realm, all while working with a micro-budget. It's not just a pipe dream, but a reality for many filmmakers who have mastered the art of creating magic with limited resources. Take, for instance, the film Paranormal Activity. Produced with a budget of just $15,000, this flick took the world by storm, grossing nearly $200 million worldwide. Its secret? A gripping narrative, a unique concept, and an ingenious use of resources. The filmmaker, Oren Peli, turned the constraints of filming in his own house into a tool for creating an eerie and claustrophobic atmosphere that had audiences on the edge of their seats. And then there's the Blair Witch Project, another testament to the power of micro-budget filmmaking. The filmmakers leveraged the limitations of their budget to create a found footage style that added authenticity and terror to the story. The result was a film that cost $25,000 to make and raked in over $245 million at the box office. These are not isolated incidents, but rather a pattern in the world of micro-budget filmmaking. El Mariachi, Primer, Following. Each of these films was produced with a budget of under $10,000, and yet they made a significant impact on the industry. They showcased the ingenuity and the creative prowess of their filmmakers, who turned budget constraints into artistic opportunities. But success in micro-budget filmmaking isn't just about box office numbers. It's about the ability to tell a compelling story, to engage the audience, to evoke emotion. It's about making the most of what you have and creating something extraordinary from the ordinary. Consider the words of Robert Rodriguez, the filmmaker behind El Mariachi. He said, "I didn't have a lot of money, but I had a lot of time. And time is what you need to be creative. When you have limitations, you have to get imaginative." And that's the essence of successful micro-budget filmmaking. It's about harnessing the power of imagination, about pushing the boundaries of storytelling, about daring to dream big even when the budget is small. In the words of Christopher Nolan, the mastermind behind Following and later blockbusters like Inception and The Dark Knight, the most valuable thing you have as a filmmaker is your imagination. That's what makes a film unique. So whether it's turning a suburban home into a house of horror or using a handheld camera to create a sense of realism, these filmmakers have shown us that a compelling story and creative approach can outshine even the glossiest Hollywood production. The tools used in micro-budget filmmaking may be different, but they're no less effective. When you're operating on a lean budget, affordable equipment becomes your best friend. Think DSLR cameras, which can offer cinematic quality without breaking the bank. Software, too, plays a crucial role. There are plenty of cost-effective editing and special effects programs out there that can give your film a professional sheen. Free sound libraries can provide your film with a rich soundscape, while open-source software can help with post-production needs. But it's not just about the tools you have, it's about how you use them. Techniques like natural lighting, practical effects, and inventive shot compositions can add value to your film without adding to your expenses. Remember, the aim is to maximize your resources, finding creative and cost-effective solutions to any challenges that come your way. With the right tools and a bit of ingenuity, you too can make a film on a shoestring budget. Let's recap what we've learned about micro-budget filmmaking. It's a bold and innovative approach to cinema, where creativity and resourcefulness take center stage. The constraints of a limited budget are not barriers, but challenges to be overcome, sparking innovation in storytelling, problem-solving, and film production techniques. We've seen how successful films can be made on a shoestring budget with compelling narratives and unique perspectives. These films remind us that the art of filmmaking is not defined by the size of a budget, but by the strength of a vision. For all you aspiring filmmakers out there, let this be your mantra: embrace your limitations. See them not as obstacles, but as opportunities to think outside the box, to push the boundaries of what's possible. Remember, the most powerful tool in filmmaking isn't money, it's creativity. So go out there and tell your story, no matter the budget.